Hi everyone, I'm Chris.
And this is Milton with the Sports Truth.
The truth will set you free.
Are you excited, Chris? I mean, it's what, less than a week away?
Yeah,
The
very.
opener,
Finally.
the Cowboys and the Bucks.
And we get to see the Cowgirls cry. I mean, sorry Cowboys fans. If you win, I'll admit it. I'll eat my shoe, whatever
Yeah.
you say.
You'll eat the egg on your face?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But until then, no. It's just the Bucks have too much.
Yeah, I mean, nothing against the Cowboy fans. I think that I would have picked the Bucks pretty much against anybody. I mean,
Yeah.
maybe the Chiefs. I would have been like,
Rematch?
yeah, exactly. That would be funny, right? If they had done a rematch in the place that they got humiliated on a Thursday night game. Oh man, that would be. I mean, but you can't have the best game of the year be the first game of the year.
Exactly.
Yeah, exactly. And
Unless
they play like every 4 years too, so I'm not even sure like because it's AFC NFC.
Yeah,
so
unless the Chiefs beat them on that, and then it's the whole drama.
Yeah. So I got next Saturday and Sunday off from work. I am watching. Hopefully, I'm going to be in a good spot, and I'm going to have my Niner game that I'm watching. But then there's some good morning games. Like I wouldn't mind seeing the Steelers and Bills.
Of course.
There's a whole bunch of swag games. Yeah, and also the Chargers Washington football team.
We've already discussed this name.
Exactly. I'm calling it how politically correct I'm supposed to call it.
Yes.
Anyways, let's get into our hot topics. And we got a lot going on today. We're going to discuss hot topics, of course, 5 random questions, a bunch of softball, nothing that's going to...
Yeah, you say that, and then I fall down, and it's over.
I have my book that I went to. Usually when I come up with them, then it's a little bit more philosophical, a little bit more tricky.
It'll be fine. You won't stump me.
I went straight to the book on it, yeah. I got a little bit lazy. Okay, and then I got 10 questions about the season that I'm going to ask you.
Okay.
We're going to go over some betting, some locks, what to stay away from. Because last week we picked the winners, but this week it's going to be based on points and money line. And then we'll talk about your all-time great defense that you put together.
Yes.
And I'll see if I agree with it. I'm sure I'm going to agree with most of it. And then there's some that I'll be like, well, did you think about this player or that player? So that's going to be a good conversation. All right, let's get into our hot topics. All right, let's start off with baseball. Oh, man.
Oh, man. Padres.
I know. At the beginning of the season...
You jinxed them, Milton.
I guess I did jinx. I got jinxing power. But at the beginning of the season, I mean, especially at work, there's some Dodger fans there, too. Which they should be happy right now because they're rolling. But the Padre fans, there's more Padre fans than Dodger fans. And so right now, my understanding is there's the division winners that go, and then there's 2 wild cards. So obviously one is going to go either to the Giants or the Dodgers. They're in a tight race right now. Each one's won 85 games, which is way ahead of everybody else. So one is already taken. So there's only one more invitation to the dance.
Oh, no.
And okay, so I got the teams here. The last wild card spot is being fought by these 4 teams: Philly, who's won 69 games; the Reds, who have won 72. Excuse me, the Cardinals, who have won 68, and the Padres, who have won 71. So they're right there for the second one. I mean, maybe I'm naive. Maybe I don't quite understand baseball like I understand football or basketball. But I'm holding out hope that the Padres get that last wild card, you know. Get in there, you know.
You just jinxed them, though.
Okay.
Your jinxing power.
Whatever. I mean,
it'll be fine. It'll be fine.
Yeah, they'll be fine. So, yeah, but I mean, the Dodgers and Giants are at this point because both of them made key trades during the deadline. Dodgers are rolling right now. I think they're 7-3. Giants have lost like 5 or 6 straight. They might have won last night. I don't know. I didn't check.
We keep winning.
Yeah. So the Dodgers are looking a lot like they did last year. It's all about peaking at the right time. Wouldn't you agree?
Yeah, we peaked too early.
And yeah, we peaked too early. And man, if they won, I wouldn't be surprised if the Dodgers won the World Series back to back again. I mean, all the money that they have, all the talent, the pitchers, and you know what? They had a little bit of a rough time during the year because they had that one guy who's in a Deshaun Watson type scenario where I think his thing was weird too because it was like consensual sex.
Right.
But then it was like kinky sex. So it's like,
Oh, jeez.
yeah, it was like, I agreed to sex, but not this kind of sex. I won't get into the details,
That's just
but
weird.
yeah, so it's like, oh, it's just weird. It's like, if she says yes, and then you start doing things where she's uncomfortable with it, I don't know. I mean, I don't even want to get into that because
neither
we're talking
do I.
about sports. We're not talking about porn.
Yeah.
All right. So, anyways, I still hold out hope for the Padres. The Dodgers and Giants both look like, I was gonna say Giants, but beast.
Right.
And if the Padres don't make it, I'm gonna pull for the Giants. I'm a San Francisco guy.
Well, we know you, Homer.
Yeah. So, in the 2010s, they won 3 World Series. So no one saw the Giants coming this far. Not even my good friend who's a diehard Giants fan.
Not even the Giants saw themselves.
Yeah,
coming this
exactly.
far.
Not even
They're like, what?
I know the coach is like, what?
I know.
We're in first place.
How?
We got the most wins.
The pennant is
Yeah.
ours.
But I mean, if there's teams that hate each other, and probably even the fans too, I mean, it's definitely the Giants and the Dodgers. I mean, there's people killed and maimed over this. Unfortunately, that's
Right,
no
unfortunately.
joking matter.
Yeah.
So, anyways, let's move on. Cam Newton was released this week. Were you surprised?
No, not by the way he was overthrowing, and he
Do
didn't
you think
look in
anything
sync.
had to do with him having this misunderstanding of COVID? Because Belichick doesn't deal with if you're not on the program and on top of it,
Oh, 100%.
Yeah.
He wasn't 100%, so Belichick's like, bye.
Yeah, I mean, especially if it's going to later cost you a game. Can you imagine Belichick forfeiting a game because his players didn't take their vaccines? I mean,
Yeah,
so
he's not gonna do that.
I think it's a combination of things. I mean, his arm is gone,
And also Mac Jones.
and Mac Jones
Pushed him out, yeah.
Yeah, pushed him out. Has been playing really well with his short intermediate. It's all suited for him. The 2 tight end sets,
Exactly. It's
the
everything
stable
Bill
of
wants.
running backs that they
Yeah.
have, an amazing defense, the best coach of all time. I still don't think they're gonna. I mean, I think they're gonna peak out at like, I don't know, 9 or 10 wins, be 9-8, 10-7. I think that's sort of being generous.
Yeah.
Because I think the Bills and Dolphins are within their division, but you never want to count out Belichick.
It's Emperor.
Yeah, the Emperor.
And he has
exactly.
his new apprentice,
I've seen him
Darth
for-
Mac.
Yeah, exactly.
Here we go.
I've seen him too long, and I just like I know what he's capable of. Yeah. I mean, it does make it a little bit better because now that Cam Newton's on there, maybe if I see a matchup I like, maybe I can take the Patriots. I don't know.
And there's rumors that Cam Newton might get picked up by the Cardinals
Oh, really?
as a backup or something. And I'm like, no, please.
I know.
No, Murray.
Dude, I don't
No.
want Cam Newton anywhere near the 49ers, which
Or the
at
Cards,
this point,
yeah.
they can only keep 2 quarterbacks of 49ers because they need as much roster space. I think they have 8 defensive linemen. So,
Yeah.
I mean, they have their Bosas and their Armsteads and Kinlaw and I forget who some of the other ones are.
Yeah.
But their rotation is deep. So I think they're going to throw some people on like the practice squad. So, yeah.
Just get rid of Garoppolo and just start.
No.
start- come on.
Garoppolo has draft capital value, so
Trade him.
Yeah, you need him at this point. Exactly. All right, and then the last hot topic. I mean, I guess college football officially started last week, but they gave us like 5 swag games, none of them. So, yeah, it's all the same usual contenders. Alabama's number 1. Surprise, surprise.
Not even.
Is anyone going to beat Alabama?
Maybe.
Maybe. Probably not.
I mean, they got beat bad
Because
a few years ago.
They did.
And they were a super team then, and Clemson clobbered
That's true,
them.
but Clemson
Yeah.
was a superpower too.
But no one saw it coming, though.
Yeah,
So-
exactly. The Deshaun Watsons and the Trevor Lawrences.
Yep,
I mean,
Trevor
you're
Lawrence.
talking like elite college football quarterbacks.
Yeah.
But just like how Belichick had his reign of being the emperor and all those Super Bowls.
Yeah.
When he had Brady.
He's still the emperor. He's just not in power right
so
now.
I think Nick Saban is the emperor of
College football.
Of college football, yeah, he's the equivalent of Belichick, but in college.
Yeah.
I mean, when you get the number 1 rated class every year,
All the time.
I mean, football is religion in Alabama, So I think that's
In
the
the
only
South
thing.
in general, right?
Yeah, I think that's the only thing that they really have. I mean,
And if we're gonna talk about college, can we talk about high school football for a sec? There's a big scandal on ESPN.
oh, really?
Did you hear about
no,
that?
no, I didn't. Do tell.
IMG Academy.
Uh-huh.
I don't know if they're college or they're high school.
Okay, sounds about right.
I don't know. I think they're high school anyway. They were playing a game that was like televised on ESPN
Uh-huh.
against another high school, but guess
Okay.
what? This other high school doesn't exist.
What?
It's a fraud. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
They pulled up a whole sham. It was 18, 19, 20-year-olds on the high school on the other team.
No way.
Yeah.
Did they have like
Bishop. Their name is Bishop something, but their initials
okay.
spelled
Oh
BS.
yeah, I did see that.
Yeah, so ESPN didn't vet them. They're like, oh, they say they have a lot of D1 recruits, but we can't find them in the database. That should have been a red flag.
Wow. I
They're-
did see that game on because I do remember
Yeah.
seeing the Bishops because I thought like
Yeah. It was like
What-
28-0 at one point. Or like I think they blew them out 40-0. Of course, because
Wow.
IMG they actually have real D1.
dang, that
recruits.
sounds like a movie where like the football team is a bunch of like prison inmates, you know?
Yeah. But these are like college, like JUCO
Oh,
people,
okay.
like junior college football players,
Wow.
all in on this fraud, and
Dang.
they got paid. They got $750,000 to come get clobbered by IMG at their homecoming
Dang.
game. So I think they're all gonna go to jail for fraud because all that money, especially the coach.
How did I miss this? This sounds like a huge. I'm gonna have to look it up, read it. Okay,
Yeah,
wow.
that's all I know from what I
Dang.
read and saw. But imagine, basically Alabama. So IMG Academy is
Yeah.
like basically a farming thing.
Yeah.
All they do is sports. So imagine Alabama clobbering an unknown team that's like ranked 300 or something. That's what happened. It was
Wow.
a slaughter.
Dang. Okay.
And they made these 21-year-olds look like crap, which just makes me laugh because they're 17, 18-year-old kids. And IMG.
All right. Before we get into betting,
Yeah.
I got 10 questions for you concerning the season. So
Oh,
I
okay.
hope
Yeah,
you're-
sure. I'm ready.
I mean, I'm not gonna stump you with the random questions, and
You can stump me with these ones.
yeah,
There we
possibly, but no. I mean, just your opinion, and then
No, my opinion. Perfect.
I'll, rebuttal and give you mine.
go. Of course.
All right. First of all, can a 2-quarterback system work for the Niners? They did it with the Raiders to where one series is Garoppolo, then it was Trey Lance. They just kept on rotating back and forth.
Yes, but with a caveat.
Okay.
If
Fair.
Garoppolo gets picked one too many times,
Uh-huh.
it's gonna go straight to
Okay.
Trask, like just straight away.
Well, you know what? I gotta say one thing about Jimmy G is that he was really good. Like if he threw an interception in the game, then he had these crazy stats where like his percentage went up, and you know he was throwing
He gets
touchdowns.
angry,
Yeah, an interception was never normally followed by a second interception. So just because he throws one, so he's pretty good about that, or about reining it back.
But if he starts to perform badly, then it's gonna
Yeah,
go straight
no,
to
for
the
sure.
backup.
I mean, I think that they
Switching.
can experiment with this, especially when you're playing like the Lions and the Eagles for those first couple games, and say, hey, you know, I mean, we're going to beat them anyways with our defense, so let's try this. And I think what it is going to be is like Garoppolo's going to start, obviously.
Mhm.
He's probably going to play the majority of the game, but there's going to be packages where they put Trey Lance. I mean, I saw him running the RPO. And oh my God, he just like walked into the end zone because if
'cause
you
he's
saw
fast.
the Raiders, Garoppolo looked like he's almost going to get injured before the
Yeah.
season started by
Yep.
diving in. You know
Why would you do that?
I don't
and it's
know.
like, yeah,
And then Trey Lance
He's
just did the
fast.
RPO and
Yeah.
just walked in. Yeah, and he had a bullet that he threw in. So from what I've seen, I mean he is a rookie, but I mean he's looked really good. I mean, he still needs a little bit more pocket awareness. But
I mean,
think
it's the NFL. What'd you expect?
yeah, no, I
He
mean, I
went from
think
college to
also
this.
in preseason you sort of dial it back a little bit, and so
You want to see him go against a full-on defense? That's
yeah,
gonna-
yeah,
to
no, and
kill
then
him?
of course
Yeah.
Shanahan's going to open up the offense more, and so he's not going to put him in that bad situation.
Right.
So yeah, I'm just excited to see what they do against the Lions. I mean, it's almost like a scrimmage, but we'll see what happens. All right, number 2. Does Hurricane Ida ruin the Saints' chances of beating the Packers because the game's been moved to Jacksonville?
No, it's still going to be, at the end of the day, who's the better team. I don't think that's really going to affect them that much.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I don't think that something like that will affect them. I mean, they went through Katrina. They won that Super Bowl
They did.
in remembrance of Katrina. Like, you know, this is for New Orleans. So I don't think something like that will rattle them. It's more like they're going to lose because the Packers are better.
No, that's true. That's
I'm
a
not
good...
saying that they're going to lose because they moved to location.
Okay. I buy that.
Yeah.
The only thing is my one little caveat,
Yes.
if I can think about it. No, I was kidding.
Oh God.
Sorry, I should have had some more coffee.
Yeah.
No, is when you remove the Saints from the Superdome,
Yeah.
then you're losing like all those. You're losing the voodoo power and all those Saints.
Oh, here we go.
fans.
The football superstition stuff.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
there you go.
It's not an easy place to play,
Yeah.
So I just think it neutralizes it a little bit, and I think the Packers were going to win before, but now that it's in Jacksonville, I just think it takes a little bit away from the Saints. I don't think it changes the game completely, but it hurts their chances.
Okay.
That's what I say. All right.
That's fair.
All right, number 3. Will Matthew Stafford make it the whole season at quarterback for the Rams?
Yes, but another caveat.
Okay.
Because the Rams like to run a lot. So
Okay.
if he keeps handing off the ball,
Yeah.
that's less times he's gonna get hit.
Yeah. I don't think they hand it off a whole bunch of times. Their whole thing is the play action.
I know, but still need to run the ball to
yeah.
pull off play action.
Yeah, for sure. It's not like they have this wide open offense, which they sort of do, but I mean they're not gonna. Yeah,
He's not gonna throw it like 40 times like with the Lions.
Yeah, he's not
That's what I'm
playing
saying.
behind a crappy Lions offensive line.
He might actually be the whole season
Yeah, okay.
for once because
All
he's
right.
gonna hand it off more.
I think the whole COVID thing has helped him out too because he's missed out of 32 games. I think he only played 13.
Yeah.
So yeah, is that right? Yeah.
Yeah.
So 13. The last 2 seasons, 13 games he's played out of 32 because they're 16 now. They're 17.
Vice versa. Now I have to ask, will Goff make it through the whole season? He's gonna get sacked and hit the whole time.
I think he will
More
because
than
he's
the
not
Rams.
much for getting injured. He's just
I know, but he's gonna get hit more.
yeah, for sure.
Yep.
All right, number 4. Patrick Mahomes says that his goal is to go 20-0. Brady's goal is to win back-to-back Super Bowls.
Dang.
Who wins more games in the regular season?
Man, that's a good question.
I know, right?
Who wins more regular- If we're going off defense, then the Bucks.
Okay.
Chiefs don't have an elite defense. They have a good defense, but not elite. The Bucks do.
Yeah, no, that's true. That's a good point because
That's
they
what
both
we're
have
gonna talk about
amazing
later.
offenses and
Yeah.
amazing quarterbacks. I would say that the Patriots, the Bucks,
The Patriots.
I just there's
Because
an
Tom Brady and the
yeah, there's
Patriots,
a
yeah.
Brady Belichick.
he divorced
Patri-
the Emperor,
yeah, yeah,
okay?
yeah,
We don't talk about the
right,
divorcee.
right. Let's not talk about the divorce. But with Tom Brady with the Bucks, they just play in a division that isn't as good as the AFC West.
Exactly.
So
Easy prey.
yeah, I mean Denver has an amazing defense. Chargers have everything to go toe to toe with the Chiefs. They always play them tight. So I'd probably give the Bucks more wins in the regular season.
And the Raiders have beaten the Chiefs on Monday Night Football.
yeah, exactly.
The Raiders, dude.
Yeah, yeah. You don't see, oh my God, the Panthers beat the Bucks, or oh my
No.
God, the Falcons beat
It's
the
the
Bucks.
oh my God, the Raiders beat the Chiefs.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
Multiple
so
times.
There's more landmines
AFC
in the
West is
AFC
harder.
West
Yeah.
than the NFC South.
Especially within their own division, because the Raiders play super hard against Chargers, Chiefs, and Broncos.
Yeah.
Broncos hate the Raiders, and Chargers hate the Raiders, and the Chiefs hate the Broncos, right? Or is it the other way around?
I think
I forgot which one's the because I know for sure the rivalry is Chargers Raiders, but I don't know about Chiefs and Broncos. I don't know if there's big rivals as Chargers Raiders.
yeah, I think the Chiefs and Raiders.
It's the Chiefs and Raiders.
Yeah,
Okay.
for sure.
Makes sense.
All
Poor
right.
Broncos.
Question number 5. We have
Yeah.
a total of 10 questions. All right.
Oh.
If Sam Darnold loses the revenge game against his former team, the Jets, does that ruin his year?
No.
No? Okay,
No.
why?
Because Matt Rule
Okay.
has a plan.
Okay, he does
I
have
don't,
a plan.
I don't think he's gonna lose though.
Okay.
think
Yeah,
the
I mean
Panthers are
they're
slightly better.
4.5, 5-point favorite.
Yeah, because I have Christian McCaffrey.
They do have Christian McCaffrey.
That's what I'm saying. But see, the thing is, Sam Darnold won't win the game for them. Christian McCaffrey will, so that might
Okay.
hurt his confidence a bit. But overall,
Yeah.
if he loses or whatever, it's not going to ruin his season. It's probably just make him more angry and play with a chip on his shoulder,
Okay.
just like Rodgers.
Yeah, I mean Sam Darnold's got Robbie Anderson and I forget who the other guy is, but they both had 1,000-yard seasons last
And
year.
he can just now he has a safety valve. He can dump it off to McCaffrey.
Yeah, for sure.
Doesn't have to get
Yeah,
sacked.
so
like
he's
with
got the
Jets.
better weapons. Zach Wilson.
Is the one who's screwed now.
Yeah,
he has like nothing.
He doesn't have much
And
to throw to.
He's trying. I give him that.
Yeah.
I'm still watching all the rookies and first years. Because I like... Did you notice something, by the way?
What's that?
Almost all of the NFL now has really young starting quarterbacks.
Oh, yeah.
There's only a few mid-veterans who are 4 or 5 years. And then really old. It's like 2 people.
Yeah, the Matt Ryans and
Brady. Like, that's it. And the rest
Brady,
is all rookies.
Stafford,
How many rookies do we have now? 4 or 5 starting? In first or second years?
Yeah.
I'm going to count third year and to rookie as new people.
Okay.
So Murray, who else?
Yeah.
It's Murray and Tua,
Yeah.
Burrow,
Yeah.
Herbert. That's a lot. Oh my
Yeah.
God, it's more than 5 now.
Yeah.
Jack
Between
Wilson.
second-year players and rookies.
Oh
Yeah.
my God, there are so many young quarterbacks.
Yeah. So, which should mean that the vets and the...
Should have an advantage.
Should have an advantage, yeah.
It's going to be an interesting NFL when all those starting rookies get older.
Mm-hmm.
Imagine if they all manage to making it elite. Imagine those games later.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see
Pretty
where
crazy.
this class ranks compared to like the
'Cause there's so
83 or
many of
84 class or the
2004,
2004. Yeah, exactly. All right.
It's crazy.
Question 6. What does losing running back J.K. Dobbins do to the Ravens' run game, especially to Lamar Jackson's game?
It makes him it forces him to pass it more. So we're gonna probably see him get picked or throw more incompletions.
Okay. So it's not a good thing.
Not good at all. Or whoever their backup running back is, he's gonna do the option run, but he's gonna probably keep it most of the time because it's Lamar Jackson. Defenses clue into that, so they're just gonna focus on Lamar, and he's kind of in trouble because the linebacker can just spy him.
Yeah.
Just do a QB spy, wait for him, and then just crash on him. Like, there's nothing he can do.
Yeah, J.K. Dobbins had a good rookie season last year.
Yeah, he's essential to the Ravens, yeah.
Why he was playing in a preseason game.
Yeah.
And this is an interesting stat. The Ravens have won the last 20 straight preseason games.
Yeah, they don't lose in preseason.
So
Harbaugh doesn't like losing.
It's good that they don't, or that they have a winning culture, but their winning culture costs them their starting running back.
That's not good.
And that's not good, especially when you're a running team and you're last in passing.
You're literally you're the running team.
I mean, I think the Ravens might fall off
a couple games, yeah.
Because not only that, but their rookie wide receiver is injured too. So I mean, yeah, it's
the one need that they needed. And you told me the wide receiver. Now he's injured.
Yeah,
of course.
Yeah, and their running game has been nicked by losing.
So basically, it's Deshaun Watson all over again, but it's Lamar Jackson now having to do everything.
Yeah,
it's a dual threat.
Yeah,
right.
exactly.
Have fun.
All right, question 7. How many games will Andy Dalton last at quarterback?
2.
2. Okay. I probably should have checked the schedule to see because they're going to lose against the Rams, and then it would be interesting to see okay, who do they play in those first 4 or 5 games?
And honestly, Dalton does really poorly maybe in the first half of that first game against the Rams.
Yeah.
Justin Fields comes in second half. I'm serious.
That's why
Just waiting.
When we get on to betting, we'll talk about that.
Yeah.
The Sunday night game always has this weird
vibe, and you never want to bet on it.
Yeah. I mean, it's not just occasionally, it's pretty much every single one.
Yeah.
And so that's why I was trying to figure out how is this possible if the Rams on paper, and then I'm like, oh, Andy Dalton starts, but then Justin Fields comes in and then
ruins it.
Ruins
and
it.
Has his heroic first start with 4 touchdowns.
And that's how that Sunday night trickery happens.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. No, that sounds about right. 2 games.
Yeah.
Because all Nagy did was promise him to start. He didn't say, "Oh, you're the quarterback for the season."
No.
Which I wouldn't be surprised.
Fields looked so much better in every way.
He looked amazing. He looks like out of all the quarterbacks, he's the most further along. I'd even say he's further along than Trey Lance.
Yeah, he kind of reminds me of Deshaun Watson mixed with Kyler Murray.
Yes.
Which basically means he's like a younger Russell Wilson, which is, you know how annoying Russell Wilson is, Mr. Niners fan.
He is a combination of Russell Wilson, Kyler Murray, and who's the other person you said?
Deshaun Watson.
And Deshaun Watson.
Just a dual threat, athletic, has a cannon arm and can run. It's not even fair. Like the future of quarterbacks, as he said.
Yeah.
That's why you wanted Trey Lance and you didn't want Mac Jones.
Oh yeah.
But Belichick wants Mac Jones. He doesn't want a dual threat.
Good. He can have that.
You were like staying
The
up
rest
at
of
night.
us are
thinking
gonna
the
go-
Niners were going to get Mac
Are going
Jones.
to go into the NFL future where you need a dual threat quarterback.
And I told you, remember, I
Yeah.
told you on this
Yeah.
podcast, it's a smokescreen, it's
Yeah.
misdirection. You didn't believe me, but you should have.
I
remember?
didn't. Just the mere
Gotta
fact that
listen
it
to
was a
me.
possibility was a
No,
nightmare.
it was never a possibility. On that draft board, they never had Mac Jones. I guarantee you.
Which is there a quarterback that will throw for 50 touchdowns and 5,000 yards, especially with the 17th game this year?
Patrick Mahomes.
Patrick Mahomes. Okay.
He did it before. He had 5,000 yards and he had 40 something.
Yeah, that's true. I mean,
With an extra game, he could push to 5,050 touchdowns. Right?
he could.
The only problem is Peyton Manning will still hold the record because he only had 16 games. For his, remember?
Yeah.
5,600 something yards or something like that, and 55.
Yeah, that's gonna be tough to beat.
I don't know if he can beat it.
Yeah, but I'm just asking 50 touchdowns and 5,000 yards.
Well, yeah, that's nothing now, and I know that's kind of degrading to.
Is 5,000 the new
5,000 is the new 4,000.
4,000? Okay.
If you don't throw 5,000, you're like, what? We don't care about you because all the front runner like.
So if you throw it for 3,000, you're just
that's trash.
mediocre.
Yeah,
trash
2,000 yards
quarterback,
basically.
okay?
This just minus 1,000.
Okay.
And 50 touchdowns is the new 40.
Okay.
So if you throw 30, you basically threw 20. You're kind of bad.
All right.
And also interceptions are, in my opinion,
Yeah.
doubled. So if you had 5 picks, it's more like you had 10. So you're like garbage now because everyone wants you to be perfect in NFL. You can't throw picks anymore.
Yeah, you got to have single-digit picks.
You have to have less than 10, and you
Yeah.
have to have more than 40 or 50 touchdowns now.
For sure.
With 5,000 yards and 69% accuracy.
I
not
think
68.
someone who's going to come close to this is Dak Prescott because he's got
keep
the
throwing.
weapons, and it's going to take a while for that defense to meld together.
So they're going to give up a lot of scores.
Yeah, so he's going to be
a lot of possessions for Dak.
Yeah, exactly. I'm not sure if he'll quite get up to 50 touchdowns, but I could see him doing 5,000 yards.
Here's a dark horse for you. Hear me out.
All right.
Matt Ryan, because the Falcons have no defense.
Absolutely.
He's going to be throwing the pits and what's his name?
I mean, he might
Calvin
have
Ridley?
a bunch of
Over and over.
interceptions, but yeah, over 5,000 yards, close
He
to
has
50
to,
touchdowns,
'cause it's a
and,
shootout.
like, double digit.
Yeah.
No, that's a good little dark horse right
Yeah.
there. I was trying to think. I was like Patrick Mahomes, Dak,
Matt
and-
Ryan, Dak, Patrick,
yeah.
maybe Brady, because Brady did throw for 5,000 that 1 year.
Yeah, maybe. I mean,
We'll see.
It wouldn't be.
Those are the ones that have all the weapons.
Yeah.
I'm trying to say, but his defense is too good for that.
All right. You're not going to throw Jimmy G in there?
Hell no, he's the last one I'd throw in there.
I'm just kidding. All right.
Niners like to run anyway.
That's true.
You
They're a running team.
should have ran in both Super
I
Bowls.
know,
Man. Listens to
no.
me.
All right. I know. They should have ran Kaepernick at the goal line.
Yeah,
and-
nope. Let's throw it
I know.
against Ray Lewis and Ed Reed.
All right. Question 9. Is Cam Newton done playing football?
No.
If not, what team would you put him on?
Any team that needs a backup quarterback or a quarterback for 1 year until the draft.
Okay.
And please don't go to my Cards. I know everyone's
Yeah.
like rumors. Cardinals, no.
Yeah.
Chargers, no.
Yeah, exactly.
Don't do them dirty
There's
like
so
that.
many. Yeah, I'm sure there's a lot of fans that are like, no,
Put
thanks.
Cam
we're good.
Newton
we're good.
with Russell Wilson.
Yeah.
No, that'd be disgusting. Actually, if he could still run,
He's gonna
that would
get-
be disgusting.
He's gonna get the Kaepernick treatment.
Oh.
No, we're good. We're good.
Yeah,
Even though Kaepernick had talent, I mean, as far
but he
as
kind of threw it away when he went political.
right.
You should just play the game, you know.
Yeah,
Oh well.
that's a whole other topic.
Yep.
All right. I think he should go to the Ravens.
Really,
As a backup. Yeah.
I have him go to the Texans just so he can.
Oh my
And
god.
suffer in
no, it has to
purgatory
be
with
geared.
Deshaun
I mean,
Watson.
he's a running quarterback. His arm's gone. So
Yeah.
why not go there and just
Now you don't need a starting running back. You just have Cam Newton as your starting running back.
yeah.
Don't laugh. I'm serious. I'm not joking. I am actually serious. Make him be your running back.
Yeah, he'd be a tough running back to take
He's
down. I mean,
tall and heavy, and
he
he's
wouldn't
fast.
last the whole season, but
He'd be like Derrick Henry, just bowling people over. Just
yeah,
imagine that,
he could be the Black Tim Tebow.
basically.
Yeah. All right, last question. There are 7 rookie head coaches coming in this season.
With
That's
a lot of rookie quarterbacks.
with a lot of rookie
Face
quarterbacks.
palm.
So who's the first one to get fired, and who outlasts everybody?
The one that outlasts everyone,
Uh-huh.
Urban Meyer.
Really?
Yeah.
Ooh. dude.
You say no, but I say yes.
Okay.
This
I
is
just
why.
I know that
He's professional, right? Hear me out. Hear me out.
Okay,
He's
all right,
professional.
All right.
He said he looks stressed, right?
He is.
If he lasts this 1 year, he's gonna learn that hey,
That's true.
the NFL, he'll learn and adapt. He won't be as stressed because that's the kind of professional, consummate professional he is. Are you gonna dock him for that? Or are you gonna agree with me that he can adapt?
Yeah, maybe he lasts the first year, but he is so stressed the hell out.
I'm just saying, I think
quit,
he'll last.
He's quit college programs a couple times.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
I'm saying Urban Meyer just from professionalism standpoint.
Okay, I was big on supporting Urban Meyer and everything
still
like
am.
that, but he's bringing his like college antics to the pros, and the pros are like, dude, I'm
Don't
a
do
pro.
that.
I
Yeah.
earn more money than you do. Like,
And then the one who gets fired first
Mhm.
is the one for the Lions.
yeah, Dan Campbell for sure. He's out. I
Biting
mean,
ankles, like really?
Yeah,
You're gonna go 0-17. I
Yeah.
guarantee you. Actually, maybe 1-16.
Yeah, you leave the 0-17 to the Texans.
The Texans are gonna go 0-17.
Yeah, those are the two teams that have the potential to not win very many games.
I mean, the Texans look good in preseason.
I'd say the person that's going to outlast everybody is Brandon Staley of the Chargers. I mean, he's got a plan. He's got a vision.
It's the Chargers, dude.
And the Chargers don't fire you until like 3 years after they were supposed to fire you.
Thank you. I was about to say, you say that, but
Yeah.
like the Chargers have a curse when it comes to head coaches. That's why I didn't say it.
Yeah.
It's probably
yeah.
not going to last that long because
I think it's the
Charger
first
curse.
coach to have hope for, you know? I mean,
And then flat in her face.
yeah, exactly.
Every time. But yeah, I agree with that.
Okay. All right.
It's just the Chargers, though. They take too long to fire the coach.
All right. Now we're going to go to random questions before we get to the betting.
Oh, perfect.
Are you ready?
I'm
Okay.
ready.
All right. Have you ever stayed up for an entire 24 hours?
Yes.
And why? Okay. Wow.
Why? I was watching anime.
Oh,
I didn't
okay.
realize
Uh-huh.
what time it was.
Yeah.
I was I think I watched like 40
Okay.
episodes.
What time did you start?
8 p.m.
Okay. And-
Uh-huh.
yeah, and then you
All
went.
the way through the morning. Then I had work, so I did work all
Okay.
morning. And then I did
Okay.
schoolwork. And then it was 8 p.m. Like, maybe I should go to bed.
Okay.
So it's
All
a
right.
full 24.
Wow. That
But I
must have-
watched 40 episodes of anime from 8 to
Is that
6 in the
one where
morning.
there's 900 episodes?
One Piece. Yeah.
Yeah, One Piece.
Yeah, I only watched 40, so I only got like what percentage is that? Like 3%
Oh
of the
yeah,
whole
I mean,
thing. It's terrible.
Yeah, it's when you have 900. Yeah, it's not much.
Yeah, something like that.
Let me see. Let me do the calculations.
Yeah,
on that.
I'm not good at math. You can do that.
What?
You can do
But,
that.
okay, I won't say.
Don't
anything.
say the
Don't-
racist
don't say-
stereotype thing you're about to
exactly.
say.
I was going to.
I know you were, but we're on air. You got to be careful.
Oh,
FBI might be listening in and take you away for a hate crime.
Okay, let's see. 4%.
Hey, I was right. I said 2 to 4%.
Did you? Okay.
See,
all right.
maybe I'm good at math. Maybe
exactly.
the stereotype is true. I'm
Exactly.
kidding. Yeah, so it was like 4%. What about you?
Okay, I'll answer it in a second. But going back to anime,
Yeah.
have you heard of one called Berserk? Is that what it's called?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, Berserk.
What do you know about that one?
I know
Yeah.
it's pretty violent and
Okay.
and gory.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
with, like demons
one guy
and stuff.
at work, a supervisor, was talking to me about it because he knew that I liked Attack on Titans,
Of course,
and he
Attack
saw
on
me
Titan,
wearing the scout.
the jacket coat.
Yeah, the
thing.
cloak.
Yeah, the
I
cloak.
think
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
called. So yeah,
Nerd.
so he's like, oh yeah, because he stayed up for hours reading the mangas. Is it called
Manga.
manga?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. See, I don't even know that stuff. That's how I'm not. I'm not a real anime nerd.
Yep, you're not a real anime weeb.
Yeah, maybe someday I'll
You'll
be
become
lucky.
a weeb.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah, like
exactly.
me, it's fine.
Okay, so for me, yes, I stayed up 34 or 35 hours straight.
Yeah, not a good idea.
No,
Start to
definitely not.
hallucinate.
It
Yeah.
was a road trip
You get
over
really
20
tired.
years ago. So me and my friend, we had a truck filled with cages that we had to take to Florida. So we thought, oh, let's just go all the way through and not stop. And we both rotated because, it takes like almost 40 hours to go from San Diego all the way down to Florida, especially depending on how far you go down into Florida.
Yeah.
And so what happens when you don't, when you stay up that late,
Yeah.
at the 34-hour point, what happens is that your brain starts to hallucinate. So
Yep.
like as I was sitting there, I was seeing like giants, rabbits. I mean giants, not like, how they talk about like
Titan rabbits.
Yeah,
Titan rabbits.
Yeah,
Yeah, the pink elephants. Yeah.
Yeah, the pink elephants, like
Yeah.
that Pink Floyd talks about.
Yeah,
I
did
mean,
you see 'em?
honestly, oh yeah. And
What'd you think when you saw him?
I just thought, you know what?
freak
If
out?
I'm seeing it and my friend's driving, we need to pull the hell over
And sleep.
sleep just for a couple hours, and then finish it out. But yeah, that was a bad idea.
Did you sleep?
Yeah, we slept for a couple hours,
Yeah.
and then we only had a few more hours to go.
Yeah. The
that-
2 hours saved you.
Yeah,
Let
yeah.
your brain reset.
Instead of a power nap of 20 minutes, it
Yeah.
was like a 2-hour power nap.
Yeah.
Just to get the hallucinations out of the
Yeah.
way. But
Still tired as hell, right?
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
still
yeah.
tired
Yeah.
as hell. But
Yeah.
yeah, that's so.
Hallucinations
I mean,
scary.
it's really interesting when they do like sleep deprivation tanks, and like if you go too far, I mean, you might not come back. I mean, that's how important sleep is. You know, like the damage it could cause. Like if
I
you
think it's like 72
Yeah.
hours or something like
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
You can actually get brain damage and
Yes, exactly.
So you gotta sleep.
Man, makes me wonder about all those tweakers that stay
Never
up
sleep.
for 4 or 5 days before
They're
finally
almost die.
crash.
Yeah, they're almost dead. That's why.
Yeah, for sure. So sleep, get your sleep.
die. Sleep,
It's-
kids. It's good for you.
It is good for you.
What your mom said was right.
Exactly. All right. Question 2. What's your favorite place just to hang out?
Favorite places to hang out?
Yeah.
Man, probably
La Vida Real?
the beach.
Oh, the beach? Okay.
Yeah.
Any
When I was
particular beach?
younger, no, it's any in here. It's any beach in San Diego.
Okay,
Just
yeah,
at
that's
the,
true.
Just looking at the water.
Even the South Bay ones?
I don't think
Like
I've been
Silver
there.
Strand?
I don't think
or-
I've been there. No,
Oh,
I'm
or
talking about
IB
more of the
with
safer,
sewage. Okay.
the safer ones.
Oh, the safer ones?
Yeah.
Okay, the ones the tourists?
Yeah, the tourist
uh,
ones.
Okay,
yeah, the safe
alright,
ones.
alright.
I'd just hang out.
Oh,
when I was
God.
younger,
I
but now
can't-
I'm
There's
old.
so many times I went to IB to go boogie board.
Yeah, and?
like, no, just like I'm surprised that I don't have like hepatitis or some type of
all the
disease
crap.
caused by the sewage that's coming from Mexico.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
so
disgusting.
I would never go now, but I would even go like at nighttime and
There's sharks in the water at night. It's no big deal.
yeah,
No
exactly. So for me it's pretty simple, pretty boring. I mean, I love my couch.
Oh, we're talking about now? Oh, my room.
your
All
room.
I do
Okay.
is stay on my computer and do schoolwork and game. That's it.
Yeah, exactly. You're in your room. I'm down here
On the couch.
On the couch, yeah. And I'm watching my ESPN. I'm watching my Netflix. You know, I mean,
Making fun
I'm,
of
I'm wondering if besides
Disney.
cable, like, yeah, some Disney with the kids.
Yeah.
I lost my train of thought.
If some cable does.
Oh
what?
yeah, I was just like, besides like ESPN and like MTV,
NFL Network, I
NFL
can't believe you're not paying for that.
Yeah, I mean, there's like a few. I mean, it's like, man, you could live on Netflix. I mean, Netflix is like just the best.
Yeah.
It's the Costco streaming.
Of course it is.
Little shout out, some love to Costco.
Of
out
course
there.
it is. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I mean it's funny because all the streaming they try to be Netflix, but
Doesn't work.
yeah, they got the largest library. I mean, they're showing you previews of everything that you're going across. So yeah, I mean, just sit there, have my beer. I've been lately getting into different kinds of beer or a nice margarita, and yeah, just not try to stay too long, or then the wife's like, "Well, you have kids and you have a wife. And why don't you,
have
do
responsibilities.
You have responsibilities.
Do something with your family.
Hold on. After this play, then I'll listen to what you're saying. You know?
Wow.
No, I'm just kidding. I'm not kidding. That's the sad part.
Yeah.
All right, number 3. What 3 things do you think about most each day?
How am I gonna get through this day at La Vida? You know, how to like finish everything.
Yeah, that's for
What schoolwork do I have to do?
Okay.
Finish that, and then my last one's probably like, what kind of games would I want to play, or like Dungeons and Dragons do I want to play?
Okay, so game related.
Yeah,
Okay, you can
So I
even
got
throw
work.
sports in there too, right? Because that's
that's
those
what I
are
mean.
Games. Yeah.
So basically, I have like work responsibilities, school responsibilities, and then whatever's left is the fun stuff.
Okay.
So it's not really that much I'm allowed to do. My life is just, well, like most people's lives,
Yeah,
it's a cycle of
it's a
3
cycle,
things
it's a
you
ritual.
do.
It's,
Yeah, it
it-
never ends.
Yeah, exactly.
What about you?
For me, you know,
Is it football or football? I think it's football.
It's definitely football. I mean, there isn't a day that goes by that I'm not analyzing and breaking down football and checking power rankings and
disagreeing completely.
Yeah, exactly.
They're so bad.
Seeing what my 49ers are up to. I read this power ranking and I was like, dang, they nailed everything. And then I got to the Niners and they had them ranked 17th and I was like, you suck. What the hell are you talking about the Niners 17? Okay, like put them outside the top 10 or they're number 10 or whatever, but like
they don't know.
And then the teams that they listed in front of them,
the Rams. It's always the Rams.
No, the Rams were in the top 10, but I mean, I can't argue that. I'm like, okay, Sean McVay, he's never had a losing season.
Yeah.
He's been to the Super Bowl. You know,
Yeah.
I get the justification. But when it's like the Vikings and like
because Dalvin Cook and all their talent they have,
yeah, just like those type of teams in front of my 49ers,
you get heated.
I'm just like, this person who did the power rankings must hate the 49ers to put them at 17. You know, it didn't even give a specific reason why they were 17. It just said something. I don't know. I mean, that's always okay. Well, where's the proof? And I read the whole thing, and because each one, the power ranking had a reason why they were so low or so high. And I was like,
his reason is personal.
Yeah.
When you make a power ranking, got to take your opinion out of it.
Absolutely,
Homer,
for sure. Yeah. Okay, so football's number one.
Yep.
Usually work. Because
Costco.
Costco, yeah. Just like, okay, you know, how's Costco going to be today? Is it going to be busy as hell?
Usually is.
It usually is, especially on a Sunday. So, like, how do I best divide my time and, you know, make it efficient? Or also the flip side of that is when it's slow, you know, which almost forces you to work harder because there isn't that much to do. And you don't want to be caught by the managers or supervisors like, you know, what's he doing on his phone? Or, you know, what's he doing taking an extra long break or whatever, you know? So, like, when it's super busy, then you're just working as hard as you can. And when it's super slow, then you're making up for the time deficiency.
Yeah, you gotta be more efficient with your time.
Exactly. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you for...
Walking encyclopedia. Anyway.
And then the last one is sort of macabre. But, like, I don't think there's a day that goes by that I don't think about death.
What is wrong with you?
Yeah,
okay, that's it. Yeah, FBI. Yeah, I have him right here. Take him away. Yeah, he's the next Ted Bundy. Take him away.
Usually it's like, okay, like, how many more years do I have left? And, like...
About 40 on average.
Yeah.
You do. You have about 40 left. 4 decades.
And so...
sadness.
What happens afterwards, you know? Like, is there...
I mean, you went to church school. You should know.
I do. And so, like, all that stuff just, like... Yeah. So, those
You'll be fine. Don't think about it. We'll just deal with it when it comes.
It just pops up. I know. No, for sure.
Yeah.
For sure. It's not like... I think about it a little bit, and then
it's
it's
inevitable.
Gone.
So,
yeah, exactly.
All right. Just like Thanos. I mean, anyway.
Just like what?
It's inevitable, just like Thanos.
Oh, yeah, exactly. All right. What's the quickest way to make you crazy?
Basically, show me a picture or just have something that has like lots of tiny holes in it. It's called trypophobia.
Oh, yes, I'm very familiar with that. My wife.
I hate it, dude.
Okay.
I will go. I'm like, I'm not looking at that. Take it away.
Okay.
I don't know how to explain it if you don't have it.
Right.
It makes your toes curl.
Yeah.
Like you feel your gorge.
So anything
rising.
with multiple holes in it, right?
Yeah, like imagine corn on the cob, all the corn kernels off of it. You just see all the little holes where they were.
Okay.
Oh hell no! Or honeycomb.
Honeycomb.
Really,
right.
really tiny honeycomb though, not the big ones. Whatever, but if they're all little tiny ones. Hell no! Or you know those old carpets that have little dots on them?
Yeah.
The really crappy carpets like at schools.
Yeah.
I never look down because there's like millions of the dots. No, dude, that would drive me insane. What else is there?
So if you had
anything,
if you had a disease
that had a bunch of holes on
of holes on your arms,
yeah, like that's it. I'm done.
Yeah, you just
amputee. Yeah, gone. Boom, boom, gone. Chop.
Or put a wrap on.
Yeah, put anything to cover it. As long as I don't see it.
Yeah, no, that's a good one.
Yeah, just thinking about it makes my skin crawl. I don't know how to explain it.
No, for sure. My kids have that.
Yeah, I don't know.
I get how people react to that. So
yeah, it's because it's genetic instinct or something in our past as primates, apes, we didn't like that. I don't know what it is.
For sure.
It's something, because it's not something I learned. It's just like something ingrained in me.
Yeah.
Genetically. So I don't know.
Automatic response to it.
Yeah, it's not good.
That does bother me, but for me, do you want to take a guess? What makes me crazy?
People who are late.
Yes,
waste your time.
that is a good one. Okay,
You
yeah.
told me before. I remember everything.
Yeah. No, I mean that's not what I said, but
Yeah.
it is so.
You know what I meant though.
Yeah,
People
like,
who waste your time. Yeah.
Oh,
Drives you insane.
Insane.
They're like, oh yeah, I'll meet you exactly at 8, and then they show up at like 9 o'clock.
Yeah.
Like a whole hour wasted.
Yeah, I never was really on time for things until I met my wife, and then she was, and then now like I'm more on top of it than she is, and if she's 5 minutes late, and I'm like,
You
what
get
the
after
hell? Like you're supposed to be here. Yeah. No, for me, and luckily I don't do too much of it anymore. As far as driving, I just drive to work.
Yeah.
And back. Bad drivers, just like I mean. Whether they're on their phone or they're driving in
really
the fast
slow, yeah,
or they accelerate or they
try to make a turn and they take forever to turn.
Yeah, they
they
take forever for
they turn the turn signal and they're slowly turning into the driveway and you're like, oh my god, right?
Yeah, for sure. All that stuff.
I know that feeling.
Drives me batshit crazy.
Are you yelling and cursing at them in the car?
Oh yeah, I'm beeping. I mean, it's just bad. Yeah.
Yelling. I want to hear it so bad now.
Yeah, I mean, we can do a whole podcast on bad driving, and I can tell you who the bad drivers are, and
you can yell and tell me what your obscenities you say.
Yeah, exactly. And I gotta be careful because one of these days I'm gonna say it to the wrong person. And
exactly. But anyway, yeah.
Okay, and then and then the last one's a simple question. What's your favorite fast food place and why?
Oh man, my favorite fast food place?
Mm-hmm.
Does it have to be fast food?
It does. That's the question, right?
Well, do you consider Mexican restaurants fast food?
No, because for me, for it to be a fast food, there has to be a chain of them.
Oh, okay, then mine's easy. Jack in the Box.
Jack in the Box?
Cheeseburger. Oh, if you want to bribe me, Ultimate Cheeseburger for Jack in the Box.
Ultimate Cheeseburger is probably my favorite burger at a fast food place.
Yeah, mine too.
For sure.
Mm-hmm.
And the fact that it's open 24 hours,
and it's
the fact
big.
that they have breakfast all day, exactly. And they got all types of like different
and sort of across the street from you, like literally.
Yeah,
over there.
You're gonna find one wherever you go.
Mm-hmm.
So I originally thought Jack in the Box, but I'm gonna go with Wendy's.
I like Wendy's too.
Yeah, because it just feels like it's a legit hamburger and not like some processed stuff or like a Burger King style.
And also her Twitter is hilarious.
What's it?
Wendy's Twitter. Have you seen where she roasts people?
Oh no.
One of the employees is like posing as Wendy, and you post whatever for like you show your food or something like that, and she'll roast you on Twitter.
Oh really?
You didn't know that?
Oh no, I didn't know
hilarious.
That. I'll have to look it up.
Yeah, she does. That's why I like Wendy's too.
But yeah,
Smug
I mean their fries are good. They got all types of killer sauces. They got like a sriracha sauce. They got a honey mustard sauce. So it's all about the sauce.
You can't leave out the Frosties.
Oh no, of course the Frosty is
dipping the French fries in.
Okay, yeah. I mean I heard a lot of people do that.
Yeah.
I've never done it.
You should try it. Trust me.
But
I talked about it before.
I'll try it.
Yeah, come on, let me know.
It's chocolate and it's French fries. Like, why not? You know,
vanilla or chocolate. I do both because I have money.
Okay. but yeah. Okay, those are both good answers because I love both those places. And
now you're making me want to go get something right now.
I probably visit Jack in the Box more than anything else because Carl's Jr. is closed down.
Yeah,
and
sad face.
McDonald's is just a few certain items I get, and then Burger King usually makes me sick unless it's only the Burger King by my Costco that makes me sick. So I'm really selective.
You're also a foodie.
Yeah. So I just keep it really simple.
But if you'd let me do any restaurant, I would have said the Alberto's or whatever, the Mexican place over here. Their carne asada fries. I want them so bad now.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's my favorite.
I love carne asada.
You gotta
fries.
bribe me with the was it? It's not even real Mexican food. It's like Tex-Mex, Mexicali.
Yeah.
It's like what? Not to offend anyone, gringo food.
Yeah,
right?
Yeah.
It's not real Mexican food, but it's still good. Yeah. Still amazing.
All right, so that ends our 5 random questions, and so we're moving on to betting,
which is totally not illegal in Mexico.
Do it in another country or do it in Vegas.
Yes, don't do it illegally.
Exactly.
Disclaimer.
Don't do it with a bookie.
Said. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, so through lots of losing throughout the years, I've learned a lot of things. So basically, the do's and don'ts of betting. First of all, stay away from traditionally bad luck teams. Okay, and I'll list them here. The Chargers.
Yeah.
Because they're notorious for losing in ways that you couldn't even imagine. I think that's all going to change. I'm still going to stay away from it, but man, if Staley starts going on a roll and wins the games he's supposed to, then that might change.
Yeah.
Because I think he's changing the culture. 2 is the Falcons. They got multiple personalities. They're bipolar. They'll beat the best teams, and then they'll lose.
So like the Texans or
yeah,
something?
They'll
like
have 21 points scored on them in 2 minutes, and you're like, that's not even possible. But the Falcons do it. And then the other one, and these 3 teams, I like to do things in threes.
Of course.
It's part of my OCD. But anyways, Vikings too. I mean, they've always sort of been in there, but now with the mediocre Kirk Cousins and like, I don't know, just like they're sort of that same kind of team too. So
yeah.
And just, bet on winners. Don't bet on losers. I did betting, and I broke it down into 3 categories. My first category was garbage games. So these are teams that have like rookie quarterbacks and rookie coaches, and they're towards the bottom of the power rankings. Like, what advantage do you have betting if they're both losers? You don't. Losers lose.
Yep.
Okay. Winners get coffee.
Exactly.
Right.
I remember that.
You've seen Glenn Ross, or at least heard the statement like coffees for closers.
Yeah,
exactly.
Yep.
So and then bet on winners, like whoever you think have been former division champs or have a good chance of winning the division. That's who you want to bet on, because most of the time, 75-80% of the time, they're winning games. And another thing is, and this is one sort of hard to tell, but playoff teams, if you can figure them out, beat non-playoff teams like 80% of the time.
Yeah.
Okay. So, and then factor in also like when you're on the road. I mean, last year it didn't matter as much because it was COVID, so it wasn't really a road game because there was nobody there.
Yeah.
But when you're playing back-to-back road games, winners usually can go in there and win on the road. Like the Niners, they play back-to-back road games. They're going to play the Lions, and then they're going to play the Eagles. They should both win those games because they're a possible division champ. They're a winner. They're going to the playoffs. The other teams, not so much. But when losers go on back-to-back road games, I want to say they only win like 23% of the time or something. It's bad on the second game. Yeah. So anyways, between throwing out garbage games, my second category was games that are too close to call. Chargers Washington, I don't know. It should be a super tight game. 2 really good defenses. Fitzmagic, yeah.
Against the rising star Herbert.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Yeah.
I don't know, man.
Or who wins, the Cardinals and the Titans. So, like, when I don't find an advantage, then I just sit and watch and enjoy the game, but don't bet on it. So, getting to the 2, I'm going to give you 2 locks for the week, and that means that they're going to win and they're going to cover the point spread. Okay. So, the first one, my big lock is the 49ers at the Lions, -7.5.
I agree with that.
Yeah. And, some people would be scared by that half point, but when you're going to win by double digits, the Lions got one of the worst defense.
A really weird head coach.
I don't get him. Goff, who is allergic to pressure.
He's bad under pressure.
Really,
really bad.
Yeah. And the Kenny Galladay's gone, Marvin Jones Jr., both awesome receivers. I would take them on the 49ers any day.
Of course.
And now their backup are playing, which is...
Yikes. Don't even know their names.
Perryman.
Yeah,
I want to say it's like Brashard
Perryman.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now he's injured, so it's like, oh my god.
The tertiary backup.
Yeah. So Swift is their running back. TJ Hawkinson is their tight end, who they want to run their offense through.
Yeah.
Because Anthony Lynn is he
likes
to run. Yeah. So he's going to run Swift
really badly.
Yeah.
He's bad at time management.
Exactly. You have a weird coach. You have a offensive coordinator with time mismanagement issues, and then a quarterback who has suffered from post traumatic stress disorder of being in the NFL.
Now you have Nick Bosa coming out down
Yeah,
his back, breathing down his back.
Yes, and the Niners, they
Easy pick.
pretty much own the Rams. So if Goff was an extension of the Rams, now on the Lions, then yeah. So, I mean, the misdirections that the 49ers throw to you, their running backs, just everything just favors the 49ers. So as a touchdown favorite, sure, why not? Don't be scared to take it. They're going to win by double digits. And then my second one is the Packers. Which is another division champ. You have Aaron Rodgers and Devontae Adams. They are the new Joe Montana, Jerry Rice. Devontae Adams had like 18 touchdowns, and Rodgers had like 45 touchdowns and some 4,000 plus yards and just a few interceptions. And the Saints are still, they're saying Jameis Winston's their quarterback.
Yeah.
But famous Jameis and Aaron Rodgers, who ESPN's always like, oh, he's the greatest of all time, but he's only won one Super Bowl. He is super talented, but sometimes I think ESPN just sort of like goes too far.
It's he's really good in regular season.
Yeah.
Probably one of the best in regular season.
Absolutely.
Actually. But then playoffs, not so much.
So originally the Packers were -3 when they were going to be playing in the New Orleans Superdome. Like I was talking about earlier, it's a tough place to play. The fans get into it, I've been to New Orleans for the Sugar Bowl, and that place is a spooky place. It's like walking on Pirates of the Caribbean, but like an actual like adult version of it, where it's like you feel like ghosts are looking down on you, and it's a really sort of seedy place, even though it's fun and there's good food and drinking. But so that's what you deal with when you go into the Dome. It's been moved to Jacksonville, so the point spread went from -3 to -4.5, because usually playing at home gives you 3 points.
Yeah.
So I can see this being a touchdown game. They beat the Packers last year with Breeze.
Don't breezy this time.
Touchdowns. So I think that they're at least a touchdown favorite to win. The -4.5. Would I like it at -3? I probably should have taken them before Hurricane Ida. Yeah. But I didn't know about Hurricane Ida until someone told me at work. Was it as bad as Hurricane Katrina? No, they said, okay, that's probably why I haven't heard of it.
Yeah, that's
Because you remember Hurricane Katrina?
Yeah.
Man,
that was bad.
It was just bad. The levees breaking and just people on their roofs and.
Yeah, I think I was in middle school.
Were you?
Yeah. What year was it?
It was 2004.
Yeah, middle school.
So 92. So you were in middle school. You were 12 years old. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So those are the two. I have some other ones too, but I think the Bills are going to beat the Steelers, but I'm like a little bit scared of the Steelers because like maybe everything. Oh yeah.
My lock of the week is the Bucks.
Yeah. I love the Bucks beating the Cowboys on that 7.5. For some reason, I'm a little bit wary of it. So spam risk. You gotta love the spam risk.
Of course, especially on air, it's fine. But I think the Bills probably beat the Steelers.
Yeah, I think so too. After what
power.
I saw for Josh Allen, I think it's. I wish it was any other team but the Steelers. But I think they prevail, and the Bills have this tendency to like beat you, but not throttle you.
Yeah,
it's like they're winning the whole game, but then they just beat the Jets by 10 points when it probably should have been like a lot more than that. Yeah. So that's the only thing about when you bet on the Bills. And then there's another. Oh yeah. So yeah. Do you want to give me your 4 winners?
The 4 I just said.
Okay, so the Bills, the Bucks, the 49ers, and the Packers, right?
Yeah.
And are all those possible division winners?
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Definitely.
So,
like we said earlier, it's true.
What's that?
You bet on the winners.
You bet on winners. You bet on division
losers,
champs. Yeah, don't bet on the bottom feeders. And you know what? If that Bears-Rams game was a 1:00 game, then I would definitely take the Rams. But that Sunday night,
I have a feeling that Fields is gonna.
I think so too. He's gonna sneak on the field
Show
and
up
be like, "Oh my god,
win.
did you see that game that Justin Fields came in? They were down 14 and they won.
And they won with 3 touchdowns in the
Yeah,
last
and then
quarter.
Stafford got injured. You know, so
How
yeah.
would you feel if that happened though? If you just
Well,
read
I mean,
it
I would love
secondhand?
it
You'd be
because,
like, oh my god,
like, you know, I'm the Niners, so I'm cheering for every. I'm cheering Niners win every week, and then I want a loss from the Rams, the Seahawks, and the Cardinals.
How dare you?
I know. I'm sorry.
Speaking of which, my Cardinals are
Uh-huh.
probably going to lose to the Titans by like maybe a field goal.
Yeah,
Because I lost Malcolm Butler now.
Oh, I know. That's what I heard. That's
So
not
I
good.
think that's we're gonna lose now. So I'm depressed as a Cardinals fan.
Yeah,
Come on.
The Titans should
Not
win
fair.
at home -3.
Yeah,
But,
I tried.
Um.
Murray will still do good though.
Oh, and you know what?
If you're doing fantasy
not,
football.
not everybody's into over-unders. So over-under is like how many points each team, or how many points both teams collectively score.
Yeah.
So there's 2 overs that really jump out at me. One of them is the Cardinals-Titans game.
He'll
Because
still be scoring.
yeah, I mean, the Titans got Tannehill on the outside. They got A.J. Brown. They got Julio Jones, and then Derrick Henry, the 2,000 yard
2,000
beast.
freaking yards.
Yeah.
Come on.
I mean, go ahead and try to create a box on that, or drop your safeties back. I mean, they're just going to gut them. But at the same time, Kyler Murray and
DeAndre
Hopkins are in that top of the list of quarterback wide receiver duos, with maybe just slightly behind Devontae Adams and Aaron Rodgers. But
yeah, I can agree with that.
I mean, you saw
number
the,
2. Yeah,
the Hail Mary.
No, Hail Murray.
Hail Murray, yeah.
Against the freaking Bills.
Yeah, and the Titans defense sucks.
So
okay?
it's definitely going to be an over game.
So it's going to be a 35-31 game, probably with the Titans winning. I could see that.
Just because I lost Malcolm Butler.
Yeah,
I'm
and
mad.
then that's a big blow for sure. I mean,
come on, man.
Especially after losing Patrick Peterson to the Vikings.
So now we don't really have a number 1 wide cornerback.
And then the other one that I'm saying is going to score a bunch of points is the Browns and the Chiefs. I don't think their defenses are quite ready yet, because the Browns have like 9 new starters on defense, and the Chiefs have a middle of the road defense with a good defensive coordinator. Patrick Mahomes is going to come out with that new offensive line protecting him. He's not going to have any dirt on him, and he's going to just be throwing it all over.
Travis Kelce, Tyreek Hill.
Tyreek Hill, exactly. God. And then the Browns with their
two number 1 running backs.
2 number 1 running backs, Hunt and Nick Chubb, and all the other weapons that they have. So
the diva.
Yeah, that's going to be like a 38-35 game. I see the Chiefs winning. I mean, Patrick Mahomes isn't going to say, I'm going to go 20-0, and then they lost the Super Bowl, and then come out and lose at home.
Do you think
it could be a Super Bowl hangover result? But anyways, go ahead.
Do you think it'll be like a 2.0 version of Rams versus Chiefs that one year?
Oh yeah,
it might be a crazy game.
Yes,
again. I would love it if it was.
Yeah. I don't think it'll ever get to that point, because that was 54-51. But yeah, like a 41-38 game, just like
I would enjoy that.
It's the game of the week for a reason.
Yeah,
and I'm glad it is the 1:00 game, so that I can strictly focus most of my attention on the 49er Lions game. But I'm hoping
slaughter.
What's that?
You mean the slaughter game?
Yeah,
it's the Niners. It's a playoff team against a non-playoff team, like you said.
49ers, they're gonna take that pick as they're going for gold and just like kill those Lions. All right, so that ends my betting section. So I'm going to hand it over to you. What is it that you wanted? You were saying
perfect segue. So as we were talking about those teams on the betting, so we noticed a trend, right? The ones that don't have defenses, usually non-playoff team.
Yes, that's true.
And they usually lose.
That's true.
So since we've heard this old adage, defense wins championships, I'm going to switch it around to defense wins games.
Okay.
So
they definitely won the Super Bowl last year.
Oh yeah. So I'm gonna list off a little.
Okay, so what do we start? Are we starting front to back, back to front?
I'll do.
Start in the front.
I'll do front to back.
Front to back. Okay.
See, these are my best.
Okay, let's go with the traditional 4-3.
You want to do 4-3?
I do want a 4-3 because most defenses run a 4-3.
Oh, that's fine.
Okay. So
caveat: they're all in their prime. Okay.
This is of all time, right?
Yeah.
Okay, not just current.
All time.
Okay, all time. Okay.
So just remember, they're all in their primes. It's not like they're old or super young or anything.
Okay. All right. So are you starting with the defensive tackles?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mean Joe Green.
Oh, that's a good one.
already.
Okay.
Reason, his attitude.
Yeah.
He wants to rip your head off.
Yes.
So imagine seeing this big dude looking right at you from over your center, going, "I'm gonna kill you," and as a quarterback, like, nope.
Yeah,
I'm done.
I totally agree with me, Joe Green. He is definitely a starter on the all defensive team of
And
all
then
time.
I think left end or right end, I'm gonna have Deacon Jones.
Okay.
He is going to swim or club move
Yeah,
your
he's
poor
gonna
right
take
tackle.
that slap helmet. And
Yeah, he's
just
gonna slap him.
Break
Yeah.
that helmet off. Yeah.
So
Okay.
reasoning for him
Let me write this down because this is good. Okay,
Yeah.
so the front four
is Mean Joe Green.
Yeah, Mean
Deacon
Joe
Jones.
Okay, so that's one side of the line. Oh my God.
Already.
Mean Joe Green, yeah, defensive tackle, and then defensive end is
Deacon Jones.
Deacon Jones. Okay, so far I'm not arguing here
okay.
with you. All right.
On the other side,
Yeah.
we got to go with the sack king, Reggie White.
Absolutely, for sure.
His work ethic and his nose for the ball, he's going to strip that fucking ball out of your hand. I don't care what you try to do.
You should see how strong he was.
Yeah,
I mean, when
super
he
strong.
Came
Yeah.
in, he was just... He
Yeah.
had this one lift move where he would just come...
Lift the whole
just lift
O-line
with
guy off.
one
Yeah.
arm and back. Yeah, absolutely.
So imagine these three already.
Yeah.
I got to throw in a modern one, though, just to be fair.
I think you throw in the best four. So if it's modern, that's great. If not, okay. So
you know who it is.
yes.
Come on, Aaron Donald.
Aaron Donald, absolutely.
We already know about Superman. Now imagine Aaron Donald in there, too.
Oh my God.
Who are you doubling on with the O-line? Who are you going to double? Who are you doubling teaming?
Next time we're gonna have to create the all offensive team. So that we can have these
counter this.
Counter this.
So
exactly.
to answer my question, who do you double team on that defensive line I just wrote down?
Oh my God. You
What?
don't. You don't.
Okay.
You run a two tight
and Aaron-
okay.
Yeah, maybe. So Aaron Donald. The reason I have
Yeah.
him, you just literally cannot stop him.
Yes.
His attitude. He's not the biggest, but he's
Yeah.
so fast and shifty. He goes around your center, and he's already in the backfield.
Yeah, he's got what was I gonna say? Yeah, he's got like defensive MVP a couple times.
2 times now in a
Two
row,
times.
I think.
Yeah. And I saw him last year in I want to say it was a preseason game against the Cowboys.
Isn't that the one where he threw the guy?
Yes.
Yeah.
He threw one guy and ended up throwing like 2 other guys. So
Yeah.
like,
So like 3 O linemen by himself.
I think they were on last year's Hard Knocks, and I call him the Black Hulk because when I saw
Black
him,
Hulk,
I was like, dude, he is ripped. I mean, it's not like he's this fat defensive tackle. I mean, he's mainly muscle, because all those defensive tackles, they got that big ass belly,
Exactly.
They weigh 330.
He's just all muscle.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's my
Excellent job.
my new fearsome foursome.
that is.
Can you imagine that?
Okay.
No thanks.
Yeah. Okay. Let's see if you do as well with your 3 linebackers. All right. Go ahead.
Starting off this list is
right.
old but gold Derek Thomas.
Okay.
He is the single game sack.
Yeah,
record
I think he
holder.
had like 7 or something.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Another reason is he helped the Chiefs get to the Super Bowl. I think he did. Did they win?
No, they got to the playoffs quite a few times, but
He could have had 10 sacks that game. He missed a couple. He could have had 10. I have Derek Thomas at left outside linebacker because honestly, not a lot of left outside linebackers are that good, except maybe Von Miller.
Okay.
But I'm going off all time.
Before you go to middle linebacker, tell me who's on the other side. It better just be this one person, or else.
Lawrence Taylor.
All right.
You already knew.
Yeah, exactly. I mean,
so at right,
I would
is
have to
Lawrence
take your
Taylor.
card away.
I
To
know!
not have the best defensive.
Player of all time.
Yeah,
So the reason I have Lawrence is not because I have to go back. Yeah. I have Derek Thomas because I need someone to sack the quarterback.
Yeah.
I have Lawrence Taylor because I need someone to intimidate the quarterback.
Yes.
Basically make him lose his will. Yeah. Imagine seeing LT lined up across covering your tight end.
Could you place Lawrence Taylor on the Reggie White side? So if somehow
that's what I'm saying.
Man,
it is. Reggie White's on the right end.
Clean path to the quarterback.
Lawrence Taylor is on the right end.
And then your middle linebacker?
This is a hard one for me because I put 2.
Okay, you put 2. Give me your 2, and then I'll narrow it down to 1.
Okay, I put Dick Butkus.
Okay.
Because he wants to rip off your head. He bit that guy's ear, I think.
Okay.
It made him bleed.
Yeah, he still scares me.
Yeah, that's just what I'm trying to make. A scary defense that makes you lose your will.
All right.
My other middle linebacker, which is following this whole thing, Ray Lewis.
Yeah,
he wants to destroy
I'm going to put Ray Lewis in there.
Yeah.
Yeah, over Dick Butkus.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. I just had those 2 because I was doing a 4-4-3. That's what I was going to do. but
Yeah.
you switched it on me.
I did. Okay. So far we got our front seven. Okay, so now we got our cornerbacks.
So do you like this front seven?
Absolutely.
It's not just the stats and how good they are; it's imposing their will on the enemy offense.
Yeah, these are
Literally making them demoralized. They don't even want to do anything.
These are all just. I mean, all these players. I mean, they were good in college and they had incredible pro careers. Let's see here. Okay, Reggie White, Deacon Jones. Okay. So now we got cornerbacks.
How many cornerbacks doing? Because I put all 4, 1 through 4. If you ever went dime.
No, just
want two
cornerbacks and then safeties. Yeah, okay. I think I know who one of your cornerbacks is.
Deion Sanders.
Deion Sanders, exactly.
I mean, high step. Deion. The reason I put him on there, swag.
Yeah.
So let's say you somehow manage to get the pass off against my near fearsome foursome over the head of Ray Lewis. Deion's gonna one hand pick you and he's gonna high step to the end zone while looking at you and disrespecting you.
Exactly.
Completely
Coverage,
making you lose
speed. I mean,
he has everything.
Yeah.
Swag.
Yeah.
So
okay,
that's one.
Right.
Here's an old but gold one that you probably didn't see coming. Dick Night Train Lane.
I knew you were gonna say that one. I knew because he does
a single season pick record still, 14 in one season.
14. You know what? I would put him on that because he had the what was it called? The neck. What was it called? I forget what it's called. But basically, what he would do is he would clobber you with one arm.
Really?
Yeah, and then they made it illegal for
of course.
you to be able to do that.
See, so I have Deion and Dick Night Train Lane, for God's sake.
I can't argue with
Can you imagine?
Night Train Lane. I
mean, I'm not going off of stats, like I said.
Yeah.
I'm going off of the defense that I want.
Yeah. I mean, you're
They're
coming
bruisers,
over the middle,
yeah.
and then you have Night Train Lane with a necktie, I think it was called. Or
necktie,
something.
yeah. And freaking Ray Lewis about to rip your head off, your receiver's head off. Imagine getting hit by those two.
All right, and then now we have safety.
Oh, come on, you know who it is. Ronnie Lott.
Ronnie Lott, for sure.
Once again, bruiser.
Yeah.
Very aggressive. Take your head off. This whole defense is just take your head off. Like, I don't want to fight these people.
Oh, my God.
I would say, coach, take me out. I'm sick.
Yeah.
If I was a quarterback, I'm done.
Yeah, I want to say Ronnie Lott had 3 touchdowns his rookie season. And so in 81, Ronnie Lott came in and Lawrence Taylor came in. I think Lawrence Taylor beat him out for Defensive Player of the Year. But, I mean, to have those two come in the same draft.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Oh, my God. They changed games for sure. Okay, and then who's your other safety? Would you say it's Ed Reed?
Yeah, so if I had Ronnie Lott, who's like a bruiser and
big strong safety, yeah.
I have to have Ed Reed, a free safety. He has probably the greatest range of any safety of all time. He'll pick you off anywhere.
Yeah,
you can't throw it. So with this defense, how do you feel with this defense I made? And also Ed Reed has swag. So him and Deion will do the swag dance, disrespect you, flip you off as a quarterback.
I would definitely, and you would probably agree with me here, have Belichick run this defense.
I was about to say, who would you have as the defense coordinator?
Yeah,
Belichick.
I mean, I could run this defense.
Anyone could run this defense. That's what I'm trying to say.
You never have to blitz.
You just have the front 4 rush?
Yeah, exactly.
You never blitz?
Yeah.
What do you mean you never blitz? You'd have Derek Thomas and LT blitz.
That's true.
Edge blitz with the...
Yeah, because Sanders and Night Train Lane could hold on their...
could lock
press
them down.
Man. Yeah, exactly.
They're not getting off within 3 seconds. It's...
Yeah. No, I agree. Okay, so for our listeners out there, this is the 11 team. Mean Joe Green, Deacon Jones, Aaron Donald, Reggie White, and then at linebacker, Derek Thomas, Ray Lewis, Lawrence Taylor.
Yep.
Cornerbacks, Deion Sanders, Night Train Lane, who still owns the
single
most
season interception.
14 interceptions.
Yep.
And then Ed Reed and Ronnie Lott. So to
in
our
prime.
listeners, in their prime. And if they're, listeners are more than welcome to add their own who maybe we missed somebody and
probably did, but I'm just going off of
Yeah.
what I wanted as a defense.
Yeah,
One that'll take your head off,
Yeah.
intimidate you, make you lose the will to live. You know what? Name one quarterback who probably withstand this, honestly. Probably Brady
Probably Brady.
or Joe Cool.
Yeah, or Joe Cool. Yeah, or Patrick
That's it.
Mahomes, because he would be throwing, like, on the ground.
Yeah, parallel to the ground.
Exactly.
But
You almost got me, but I was
Yeah,
still able to get it off.
like, just name any other middling quarterback, they'd have no chance, right?
Yeah, exactly.
They wouldn't even try. Like, I don't even think that.
Yeah, I mean, you're gonna have to really create a super offensive team to be able to give the quarterback time, and
You'd have to have the best offensive lineman
yeah,
who could go 1-on-1.
I mean, you're
against
gonna have
Deacon
to have
Jones.
Jerry Rice over here, and then like like a Michael Irvin over here.
God, who's the quarterback though? Who could withstand that? By the way, you have to remember it's not just the stats.
Yeah.
The intimidation factor. The I'm gonna take your head off
It would
factor.
easily be Montana or Brady.
It'd have to be Montana Brady.
Yeah.
Otherwise, they'd just throw it really quick and get picked.
Yeah.
So, listeners, I hope you enjoy my defense. What greatest defense of
Yeah,
all time
yeah, exactly.
for me? It could lock down any offense. Name any offense. I think that defense could lock them down.
Yeah. No, for sure.
That's not a super team, just a normal team.
Yeah.
I don't think anyone could withstand them.
Do you have any other statements, questions?
Yeah, my knuckleball question.
Okay.
Remember?
Are we doing on time?
Oh, we're at 1 hour and 15 minutes. I told you to go over an hour.
Perfect. Okay.
My knuckleball question
All
for
right.
you, 49ers fan.
Okay.
So, at all the years of the Niners,
Mm-hmm.
did they ever?
Which is 40 years.
Yeah.
40 plus years.
Did they ever win against the Houston Oilers?
Oh, God, I don't know. I'm pretty
I'm
sure.
trying to stump you.
I mean, I'm pretty sure they probably did play them. I don't.
Because I know that the Oilers are old. Because it can.
Yeah, they definitely played them.
Yeah.
I don't remember the game.
Mm.
It's been so long, but I'm sure it was a good game with Warren Moon on the other side.
Trying to stump you for once.
Okay. All right.
Well, viewers, thank you for listening and enjoying our theory crafting. And as always, we always say defense wins games. That defense will win everything.
You wouldn't lose a game with that defense, even because that defense would score points. You wouldn't even need your offense to be very good. But
Yeah, and-
Next week, we will heavily discuss the Cowboys-Bucks game and see if the Bucks are as good as we think they are, and where the Cowboys are on that spectrum of division winners, playoff teams.
Oh, and also, just for people to know, if they wanted to know my dime package, I had Rod Woodson and Charles Woodson as my other two cornerbacks.
Yes.
So
Some
good luck
slot or
trying.
dime
Yeah,
corners.
a slot and dime corner.
Yeah.
Have fun trying to quick throw against those two.
Yeah, no, that's good. I like that.
All right. Well, bye everyone.
All right, see ya.